We are primary school children. We are young doctors. We are ordinary people. And we have the moral right to say no coal seam gas mining. We are also a powerful alliance because we are both city and country people. This conference here behind us is one way they want to get the stakeholders together to discuss how they can roll this industry out in New South Wales. It is interesting, however, that the resources ministers from Queensland and New South Wales have mysteriously disappeared from the speaking list. We know their departmental heads are there, but I think it's also a symptom of the fact that the pressure is on them not to appear in person at these conferences. Well, we're protesting at a time that Sydney's facing its worst bushfire season ever. In New South Wales, the very high and extreme fire danger will increase by up to 30% by 2020 and up to 100% by 2050. You can't even imagine that. Extreme bushfires increasing up to 100% by 2050. And despite what the climate deniers say, there is a clear link between climate change and extreme weather events, as these fires are called. Well, how is coal seam gas connected to this? It's simple. It's an attempt by the fossil fuel industry to extend its life, when all the evidence points to the fact that warming of the globe from carbon emissions and with the unleashing of coal seam gas and unconventional gas will worsen. Well, the party I'm in, the Socialist Alliance, is involved in the Stop Coal Seam Gas movement right around the country. We're committed to fighting this rollout for all the reasons that have been spoken about today. We're also campaigning for the energy sector to be put into public hands. We think that's the only way that society will be able to bring the transition away from the heavily subsidised private fossil fuel industry to the benign renewable energy solutions we need that will ensure our prime farming land and water resources are protected, not just for our lifetime, but for future generations. This profit-driven private sector cannot and will never make this happen. If the mining sector was placed under community control, we, the community, would be deciding what needed to be mined and what we didn't want to be mined. And we know we would not be mining coal seam gas, or coal for that matter. We've got to take this decision away from the for-profit sector and ensure that our land and water are protected. Well, we may not have the wealth resources of those inside the Marriott Hotel, but we do have power on our side. That's what we've shown over the past 4 to 5 years, and I see no evidence that the powerful unity that we've forged between city and country is withering away. The bushfires in the mountains reminds us of the extreme urgency to act on climate change now. In this context, coal seam gas mining and exploration, with all its problems, is way, way, way more dangerous. So I want to finish on a chant that we're all pretty familiar with, and I think we should scream it out loud so they can hear inside. Coal seam gas, we don't want it. Our communities are not for profit. Coal seam gas, we don't want it. Our communities are not for profit.